Hi everyone, Dave here. It's been a while, and I am out on the road. I'm on Interstate 90 heading west on Memorial Day. So the traffic I'm expecting to be really heavy. I am on my way to Cincinnati, and I figured this is going to be a great time to have the extra big battery pack hooked up on my chest. But if you notice, the GoPro is going back and forth with my head because I'm wearing the Neotech 2. I want a little bit extra protection with a helmet because of the extra traffic and the fact that I'm going to Cincinnati. So, fun stuff. Repeat. Repeat. Yes. Oh, you never know what I might say when I'm preoccupied with riding a motorcycle at 70 miles an hour down a freeway. So as you can see from the weather, the clouds, there's a bit of a chance of rain here in northeast Ohio. Once I get a little bit more west and start heading south, it looks like it's going to be all clear. And I looked at the weather for the area where I'm going to be in northern Cincinnati, and it looks outstanding the entire week. And you know what? If it rains, I got my rain gear, so what? It's not like I've ever ridden in the rain before. In fact, just a few minutes before I turned the GoPro on, I got some sprinkles on the windshield. Still a little bit of rain. There's a drop or two on the top of the windshield. So, it's in the air. It's around. So right now, I left Ashtabula about noon, a little bit after. I left my house around noon, and then I went over to Circle K to get gas, and I filled it up. The range on the motorcycle is about 225 miles. I'm probably going to get a little bit less than that because it's really windy today, and it feels like I'm riding right into the wind. No. It looks to me like it's going to take about 4 hours to get to Fairfield, Ohio. Actually, it's Union Station, I think. I can't remember the name of it. I just keep booking the same hotel, or at least the same two, either a Hampton Inn or a Home 2 Suites. I'm in a Home 2 Suites this week, which is better for me because it's got a desk I can work at. It's got a little kitchenette, so if I want to make some coffee in the morning and maybe microwave some popcorn at night or whatever, you know, I can do that. The breakfast at the Home 2 Suites is a little less stellar than the breakfast you get at Hampton Inn. That's all right. It's just a little bit more comfortable. I basically packed as if I was going on a motorcycle trip. So I've got my 2 saddlebags are full of stuff. One of them is full of my usual stuff that I bring with me. Air compressor, tool kit, tire repair kit, chamois, my rain gear. It's all sitting in there. The other side has my stuff I use in the bathroom, you know, soaps and toothpaste and all that stuff, plus my medicines. Seems like my medicines take up more room than the other stuff, but I bring the full bottles with me. Let's see, what else do I have? I told you I got rain gear. My backpack is in the trunk, and that's all my work stuff. So I have my iPad, my laptop, and some other stuff that's in there. And oh, look at this. It's starting to rain again. I'm not going to shut the GoPro off because it won't last long. It's just kind of hitting the windshield and rolling off. And actually, I hope it cools things down just a little bit. And the sun's out while it's raining. Awesome. I love it. So, no, I'm looking forward to this trip anyway, back and forth. It'll give me a chance to put some miles on the motorcycle. Not looking forward to the week. I'm hoping that it's productive and it's not frustrating like the last 6-7 weeks have been. It's been not much of a fun time at work. I don't expect that this week will be much different, but if we're making progress on fixing the problems that we're having, then that's a good thing. So it's been a whole winter since I've made a video. Had a lot of stuff go on. We did the Bobbies at the theater. We did, I think I mentioned a Christmas show. I'm not even sure where I left off with all of that stuff last year. We did a couple of shows that were a lot of fun to do. And we just did a murder mystery last weekend. Turned out really well. The crowds were there. It was packed. They loved it. We learned a few things that we'll do a little bit differently next year. And I think we're going to do a murder mystery next February rather than waiting until May. Just seems to be that would be a better time of year to do it. Because May, you start to get in all of the end of school activities and open houses and this and that. And February's not as busy a time of the year, and it's in the middle of the winter doldrums. So yeah, we'll figure something out for February. So that'll be a lot of fun. And after this week, I'm going to stay at home and get ready for my daughter's wedding. She gets married in less than 2 weeks. So I'm excited for her. She's nervous Nelly. Every little thing is tweaking her, and that's to be expected. I mean, it's going to happen. We're going to have it at the theater. Clay's going to perform the ceremony, and we're going to have the reception afterwards at the theater as well. So they have a plan. Wow, it just doesn't look like there's rain in the air. It's really odd. I know that to the north it looked like it was pouring. Here it kind of looks like it's pouring. How interesting. Raise the windshield up a little bit. I'm not going to stop or anything. I mean, it's not going to rain for a while. I mean, it's going to stop here as I move forward more to the west. I'm going to ride right out of it. So yeah, like I said, it's not like I've never got caught in the rain before. And it's already let up, so bring the windshield back down a bit. That'll help get the rainwater off my helmet, the windshield. Just blow it around a bit. So we're back to doing motorcycle classes at Lakeside. I'm glad the Motorcycle Ohio gave the thumbs up to do that again. We made some changes, so it's going to be a little bit harder to steal motorcycles, hopefully. So we're going to have a good time with the classes this year. Got a lot of out-of-town instructors coming in, and that's good. They're being supportive of the site. So we just don't have a lot of local instructors. And the ones who are within the region just are tied up with the sites that they are teaching at. They don't want to take on more. And like me, they're getting older and they don't want to teach every weekend. I certainly don't. I'll do a handful, but that's about it. It was definitely a little windy when I first left the house going up 45 and here on 90. It's not as windy now, but I'm getting turbulence from the vehicles and that truck in front of me. You can definitely hear it. So far so good. I mean, the traffic's not any heavier than I expected. I knew being Memorial Day there would be a lot of vehicles out on the road. I'm surprised to see any trucks at all, but I'm sure that some of them do want to get moving. And I don't want to forget the reason for Memorial Day is to remember everyone who served, who made the sacrifices so that our country can be free. I was never in the military. I did try the Air Force Academy, but I never got into military at all. So I have great respect for anybody that did do some time in the military. But some gave the ultimate sacrifice. We want to remember what they did and to keep our country free. So here we are at Mentor. I think for now I'm going to shut this off, and I think I'll turn the GoPro back on once I get heading further south on 271, and hopefully the traffic will let up a bit. Because right now I'm expecting it to get a little bit busy until I get out of the suburbs of Cleveland. So I will catch up with you in what will seem like about 2 seconds. See you then. All right, had to make a pit stop. Well, here we are getting back on 71. I'm not that far away. Although I need to look here because I think something happened to my routing.
Then merge onto I-71 South.
Okay, well, now that I got back on the road here, I need to stop and get fuel. Be quiet, I just want fuel.
Making a turn at Phillips Road. In about 1 mile, turn right onto South Waynesville Road.
Oh my goodness.
Turn right onto then turn right onto South Ends are 120 feet. At the stop sign, turn right onto South Ends are 123.
Well, that was fun. Went to go get gas and my fraud alert went off. I'm not complaining. I'm glad that that occurred.
Turn left.
But geez, oh Pete. Just took some extra time. Alright. I'm not too far from the hotel and I'm going to leave the GoPro on. Speed check ahead, okay. I have to say that this has been a really good trip so far. I mean, so I've stopped for fuel twice. I will say that I'm still not into Cincinnati proper, nor am I going to get all the way into Cincinnati, but still. Not the worst part of the trip has been this wind. The wind is awful. Wind is still whipping. I hope it dies down overnight or something. Although I'm not going to be going 70, 75 miles an hour either. It's going to feel good to get to the hotel and just get everything unpacked. So it's been a comfortable day, very comfortable. Haven't been overheated. So I've gotten a workout because of the wind. Right now it's not bad, but I'm surrounded by trees everywhere, so I'm not getting beat up. once I'm in the hotel and I get situated, then I'll figure out what I'm going to eat for dinner. I may walk somewhere for dinner. I'm familiar with the area. They've got a Buffalo Wild Wings within walking distance, and that may be the ticket. So the whole time that I've been recording and doing this, I've got Apple Maps doing directions, but I've got Scenic recording my moves. So it'd be interesting to see what that looks like. It'll give me times, fastest speed, elevation changes, a whole bunch of different stuff. So alright, I'm going to slow down a little bit to like 69, only because we're back to 3 lanes of traffic and these people can just fly around me. I don't care. Yeah, this has been nice. My windshield's trashed. I can clean that up in no time. I'm sure the front of the bike looks like crap. So Mason, the next 2 exits, this is roughly, I was thinking about trying to come off here at Mason and cut across through towns and stuff to get over to the hotel, rather than the craziness of the freeways, but I think this is going to take me on the freeways. Oh shoot, at this point I don't care. I'm still paying attention. Nah, goody. Another speed check. And you can tell the ones who have Apple Maps and the ones that don't give a rat's. There's Kings Island. I forgot to turn. There we go. There's that mini Eiffel Tower thing. I've never been. Man, it looks packed. That parking lot is jammed. Good for them. It's been a beautiful day. Oh, that wind. Still 76 degrees. It's 5:46. It says I'm going to arrive at the hotel at 14 minutes. 13 minutes at 6 o'clock. So you can stay with me. I'm just very familiar with this area. This would be even more fun if this wind weren't so crazy. Alright, this thing's going to take me on the bypass. So I'm going to take the usual trip, the Cincinnati bypass, 275 over to 75. I won't be on 75 very long because I believe Fairfield is like the first exit, or Union Center, whatever it is. So it's pretty much get on 275, get over to 75, and it's the first exit after that. And yeah, go ahead and tell me if I don't get moving, I'm going to get run over. I get it. Luckily, there's a lot of lanes and there's not a great deal of traffic. Look at the MG midget over there. Orange. Huh. Skyline Chili. Not tonight. I'm thinking it's going to be a walk to Buffalo Wild Wings to have some wings and beer. Cancel. Jesus, I don't know what triggers that. And we're entering Hamilton County. This is actually not the worst part of the trip that bugs me. It's going to be going from the hotel to the warehouse. There's a stretch there where people are friggin' nuts. Alright, I got over and this van is going to pinch me. going to be on one of those overpasses where they have the traffic go in the opposite directions. I forget what that thing is called, but let me tell you, that thing is absolutely neat how it manages traffic. Cars don't cross in front of each other. It's absolutely neat. It's a little confusing. It's a good thing that they have well-marked roads, because it can be a little nuts. Alright, this Toyota van is going to piss me off. I don't feel like getting run over because of this van. I need to be in this lane, but this van is ridiculous right now. Oh, here we go. Fucking idiot. Sorry for my language, but really? Seriously? Yeah, this is definitely pretty nice right now, traffic-wise. I've seen it a lot worse when I've been down here. There's some neat things to do in the area where I'm at. Plenty of places to eat within a few miles, and I know there's a Top Golf also. Not that I'm going to go hit a golf ball or anything. Maybe. Okay. I think they call this the Queen City, and I don't know why. No idea. Somebody can tell me. Wow, I thought they only had those kind of cars in Ashtabula, where they're ready to fall apart going down the road. Finally getting around this slowpoke van. Alright, so I need Cincinnati, Dayton. It's not telling me which one am I getting on. I think I'm going north. 43B, bastard. Didn't tell me. Now it tells me. If there were a long row of traffic, that would suck. Okay. JLG lift. Now, I basically have to stay in this lane. So whatever the rightmost lane is, that's what I'm going to be in. And up there it says right lane ends. Union Center Boulevard towards Fairfield in 1.2 miles. All right. As I get closer, I'll recognize a lot of stuff. This Mercedes up here, I don't know what lane they want to be in. Make up your mind. There's the Top Golf. See the fencing. There's IKEA. Not a chance. Westchester. Now, I need to be in the leftmost lane. That truck bugs me. Alright. I should go to Duluth Trading. Been to Chewy's. Okay, because from now on it's going to be a bunch of left turns. So I need to be in this lane here. This bridge, everything is backwards. And it's really wild. Except I'm going this way. See where?
Then at the next one, turn left.
Home 2 Suites. There's home for the week. This is what I mean. Traffic goes bass-ackwards.
At the light, turn left onto Lopez Road. Turn left onto Schultz Drive.
Everything is left, 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 left. It's ideal once you figure it out. So there's an Applebee's that I eat at. There's a Bob Evans. Haven't done that. On the other side of Bob Evans is Buffalo Wild Wings. I can get fuel there at that Shell. There's a Circle K back the other direction. So I can get my 3 cents off a gallon. Woo woo. This area is kind of neat, but it's really busy. Alright, we may get the lights. There we go. Now figure out where the left lane is from all of this. Alright, there's Buffalo Wild Wings that I can walk to. There's a Wendy's and a Burger King if I'm desperate. Alrighty, here we go. So there's Indiana Wesleyan University. There's a Hilton Garden Inn, a Hampton Inn, which I've stayed at, and the Home 2 Suites. I think it's just a better room. Just a better room. All right, I am here. I have arrived. All right, let's take a tour of the bike. Let's see how god-awful it looks. Everything stayed in one place. Well, you know, it doesn't look all that bad, considering the windshield got beat up pretty good. So, here is home. I don't know what floor I'll be on, it won't matter, but I'm here. So, I'm going to shut this thing down, let everybody know I've arrived, and we'll talk to you again soon.